Hello everyone and welcome to my second Wi-Fi battle. This is against Boss Tweed from Maryland Forums. I'm using my Sandstorm team again. I started with Hippodon, started off with a Crobat. I predict the taunt and go for the Ice Fang. You'll see it does about half damage, we think, for a long time. So he goes for the taunt as I predicted and I go for the Ice Fang. It does a little bit less than half, but half with the Sandstorm. But that's null since he has Black Sludge to heal it off. So I just go for another Ice Fang. He U-turns out. I thought he was gonna U-turn and thought about the Earthquake, but then this wouldn't happen if I had gone for Earthquake. I go for the Ice Fang and get the freeze hacks, which in the end really didn't matter much, but I was happy at the moment. It means you can roll me away and whatnot. So I switch out to my sweeper, my Lucario, my special Lucario with Life Orb. It's pretty. Some people don't expect it, and switch into maybe like, Skarmory. It does better with Stealth Rock support though. That's why I have my Hippodon. So I do Aura Sphere, and it almost KOs, leaves him with barely that yellow health, and he thaws out and Stealth Rocks. So then I Aura Sphere again, and he switches out into his Crobat to 4 times resist. And I was thinking of doing HP Ice, as my Lucario packs HP Ice, but I switch into my Hippodon again. I don't remember why. I think it's because I thought he was gonna Hypnosis, and I'd rather have my Hippodon as sleep fodder than my sleeper Lucario. So I expect to taunt again, and I Ice Fang. I guess I got min damage because it does a little bit less than half. A little bit more than last time, but he was at less health. So then I think for a long time, and he turns out, and I Ice Fang again. I think he switched back into Skarmory, and Ice Fang. It does less than leftover damage, so he just heals it off with leftover. And here, I switch into Torterra. I thought maybe he doesn't have the Roost. Oh no, I go for the EQ, suspecting the Roost, and he does, and he goes for Spikes. And I look like a dumbass, trying to EQ Skarmory. So then I go for the Ice Fang again. I was trying to get some free attacks again, but no, it doesn't work. So then, I thought maybe he doesn't have Roost, so I switch into my mixed Rock Polish Torterra to get a Rock Polish off and sweep with. But of course he has the Roost, and Roost on the switch, so Torterra can't do anything to it, because all I have is Leaf Storm, Stone Edge, and whatnot. So I switch into my awesome Cradilly, the star of my team. And here, a long, so I just skipped the whole thing. It was a big stall where I come out with 5 curses. That's my 5th curse right there. And I KO it with 2 Rock Slides. See, that's the first, leaves it with almost barely any health. And then the second one. Sorry for my bad narration skills, my second narration, so bear with me. I'll try to get better as I go along. So then he brings out Jirachi. All these steel Pokemon are the bane of my existence. The only thing that my Cradilly can't handle. I'm thinking of switching to Torterra for Magnezone. So I switched. I didn't predict this right. I misclicked recover. I was going to go for a Seed Bomb, and so that misclick cost me my Cradilly because now he's getting Toxic while I KO it with a Seed Bomb. And it's a 1-hit KO on Melodic with a +5 Seed Bomb. So then I'm poisoned, and he goes into his Crobat, I think. Yeah, he goes into his Crobat. He Roosts, and now since it's not super effective, the Rock Slide is not going to KO, and he's going to U-turn out. I was scared that he was going to U-turn back and forth between his Jirachi and his Crobat, trying to Toxic Stomp me, but it didn't turn out to be that way. So he U-turns into his Jirachi, and this is so funny. I get a crit on the Rock Slide. And that's buttload. But I knew that wasn't gonna last, so I think I switch. No, I stay in and I get flinch hacks. I was surprised that Iron Head did so much since I'm +6 defense, but he knocks out my Cradilly with 2 Iron Heads. So now I go into my defensive wall, glass core. I start setting up some sword dances. He misses Ironhead thanks to Sandville. I love this physical wall with Sandville, it's amazing. So he switches out, he goes onto his Crobat, and I Earthquake, of course. He predicted the Earthquake, goes to his Crobat. So then he goes for the taunt, and misses, and I get the Stone Edge off and KO. That taunt really didn't matter to me. If he taunted me, I was gonna KO anyways. Then he goes into Jirachi, and he gets the Ice Punch. But since I have full max defense, I survive, and I EQ for the KO. I really need a Steel Trapper. Maybe, I'm not sure whether to get a Diglett or to get Magnezone, but so then he goes into Latias, and I was thinking of switching into my Vaporeon to absorb the Surf, but I thought, I don't know, I just stayed in. I was gonna U-turn anyways. So then I go into my Vaporeon, he takes a piss load from Entry Hazard, and he switches out into his Infernape, who I Toxic on the switch. So then I look away here. I was gonna protect to see if it had Grass Knot, so I can switch into Lucario, but I look away right as it was his turn, and I didn't see that he was in close combat. So I was like, oh damn it, what do I do? So I think I switched into Torterra as Death Fodder to see what he was going to do. If he was going to Grass Knot, I could survive. If he didn't Grass Knot in close combat, it was Death Fodder anyway. So close combat, and now Torterra dies, of course, because I'm pretty sure that has max attack. And then I go into Lucario, and since he has lowered his Spadif by close combating, I was going to Vacuum mode. But he switches into Latias to take the Vacuum mode, like a beast. And then this was weird. He tricks, I go for the Shadow Ball, and he tricks me, Scarf. This was a game breaker for him, because I'm sure that his Latias could have KO'd me after, if he wouldn't have tricked me. I don't know why he tricked. And then I could outspeed now since I have the Scarf, so I Shadow Ball for the KO. And that's games, guys. Sub, rate, subscribe, comment. I'll try to make some more videos later. I'll get them up as soon as possible. So yeah, peace out, guys. Catch you later.